What is up, y'all? And welcome back to another Angery Nation Podcast. And I'm excited about this one because we got somebody special on tonight. My dear friend, always fabulous, Miss Mountain Fabulous herself, Stephanie Johnson. How you doing, Steph?
I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. This is a whole new level for me, and now I'm like, this is amazing.
Well, no, this is nothing compared to what you've done. This is nothing compared to what you've done. I mean,
but we're not done, and that's why it matters, because we're not
exactly.
done. And,
yeah.
You've been
still working. You're still building houses. You're still doing stuff. I mean, to me, it's crazy to say that you are building houses for people.
Yeah.
Not any federal agency, not anybody who is tasked with that sort of stuff. Just you. Yeah. Because a hurricane hit your mountains, and once you and Tyler managed to cut your way down the driveway, you took a few things out of your pantry down the Rose's parking lot and set up, and you had no idea what she was getting into.
No. It was only supposed to be for a minute. It was just till somebody was coming that knew what they were doing. I told myself that for months.
Just waiting for them to show up. They'll be here any minute now. Well, that's what.
Yep.
Well, what do we say? When seconds count, it helps only minutes or hours or days or months or years away. Really, yeah, years.
We're a month away from 2 years since Hurricane Helene.
Wow.
And that seems unimaginable because when you're on our back roads, I mean, the landslides are still there. The bridges are still in the river. Houses are still hanging off the side of a mountain. I mean, it's still here.
It makes you wonder why no one's, like I said, those agencies that are tasked with this kind of thing, why they haven't stepped in to do more. I mean, we know because they're only there as money laundering outfits, in my opinion, all of those agencies, especially the Red Cross. I'm not a fan of them at all. I don't support them with donations or anything like that because I know their money never makes it.
Yeah,
to where it needs to be.
It doesn't. I'll give you my true story. I saw them, I think on day 3 or 4 in the parking lot, and they brought me like 2 boxes of MREs and 6 blankets.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yep. I talked to a Red Cross volunteer one time that after the flooding in Houston, they were told to get in the trucks and just drive around. They had nothing to give out, but they wanted people to see the Red Cross trucks driving all over the place.
Yeah.
And after that, I was just like, yeah, I'm done with the Red Cross. I'm not going to support them at all.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, I think it's true. I think it's 100% true. The reality is your community is who is going to help you rebuild after a storm. There's really no book on how to, the government is not built to rebuild us.
Oh, no. The hell, no, the government is designed and operates simply to perpetuate government. They don't do anything for us. We're just the tax cattle. That's just how they keep their revenue up. But what's up? My buddy John Simmons in the house. What's up, brother? Good to see you.
Hey, John.
But they're not here to do, as this proved, they're not here to do anything for us. They probably did more bad than they did good up there in the mountains right after the hurricane.
I know it's so hard to say. But what I can say is everything that we ever talk about as preparedness-minded people about how you're going to be your own rescuer and how your community is going to be the people you can depend on. That is a fact.
Yeah.
Period.
Absolutely. Yep.
And that's it. That's all you've got coming. People reach out to me from all the counties. There were 18 counties that sustained damage in Western North Carolina and Tennessee. And I get calls from all of them all the time. But I'm so small, I can only help 2 counties. Yancey, Mitchell, that's us.
Yep. Yep.
So
My family home, Burnsville.
yeah.
Right.
Isn't that crazy?
I just remember you calling me and saying you needed some help. And I was down here, and at the time I couldn't get away, but I did everything in the world we could to help connect you with people and stuff like that. And then you started making your own contacts, and it seemed like, some people did a lot for you guys up there.
Yes, they did.
People really stepped up, and not even people that lived there or were from there. I mean,
right.
Everybody stepped up.
People that had never been here started following us and sending us what we needed. Like all of America is who showed up. And
well,
so
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was just saying, I was just like I was saying, here's what we need, bring it here. And then I was saying to my community, here it is for you, come and get it. That's really what I am, is just a pass through, so that people don't forget about us. Don't forget. I mean, we're still in a war zone. It's so crazy. The stuff that when you're in certain places, it's still completely devastating.
Yeah.
There's still people with mud in their homes.
It's just crazy.
It is.
Let me ask you this. How do you want to kind of talk about things from start, how they went, or do you want to talk about where you are now and what's happening? Because now what's happened is pretty amazing.
Let's talk about the now. I'm very excited about now.
About the now.
Past, we'll talk. The past is here, and we're here.
Well, let's talk about that. Russ, put that cover up real quick. So Steph's book goes live on Friday. Everybody needs to get a copy, because every penny of that's going right into the mission that she is working. It's going in to help everybody else. You put so much of your time, resources, your own money into this and stuff. Let's try to help everybody buy a copy to help raise more funds for Steph to do more amazing stuff. I mean, she's putting people back into houses. I mean, think about that. She's building homes, not houses, homes for people, and having to fight the red tape all the way. Mm-hmm. They're doing nothing to make life easier for you in doing this, saying we understand the need. Let's speed this process up. Instead, they're doing everything they can to hamstring you.
Well, the obstacle is that if you're going to get state or federal money, that's where the red tape is. And I do not have time. I would have to hire a whole employee just to manage their funding. If they give me, which they haven't given me a dime. By fundraising my own money, I can do exactly what I want to do. The local inspections, our county offices, everybody is amazing. Everything is wonderful. So as long as I have the money to buy the building materials and hire local contractors, we're hauling butt. So 100% of the sales of this book, I wrote the book. It's my story about year one. And then all the money goes to funding what we have coming, all of our projects.
Yeah.
And I need to sell 1 million copies. That's my prayer.
Well, we're going to try to help you do it. Try to help you get that done. Because it is amazing that you've raised the funds on your own. And then, the levels that some people went to, because I know when I talked to you one time, you were talking about having tractor trailer loads of building material coming in. But one of the problems you was having was contractors. You was having a problem with contractors. And we talked about this, and you just said it a second ago, using local contractors. Because after a storm, everybody looks at that. Even in my business, we hang fiber optic cable down the side of the highway now. In my business, everybody looks at hurricane season like a gold mine. These contractors all stand around and wait for a hurricane to hit someplace, because that will make their year. They'll make more money in 6 weeks of a hurricane than they will make all year long in the rest of this business. And so there's companies out there, some for the right reasons, most for very unscrupulous reasons, run to a disaster zone just to rake up as much money as they can and get the hell out of there. And you learn that the hard way.
Yeah. Well, our whole community has. I had one of the sheriff detective deputies on, and their number one scam right now in Yancey County is contractor scams. And so they finally got some insurance money or got some FEMA money or took a loan on their property. They have the money now to pay for the repair. They pay down half or the whole thing. Poof, they're gone.
Wow.
It's horrible what we're dealing with. So I strictly hire locals. And really, we've had three amazing volunteer skilled labor groups. I like volunteer skilled labor groups.
Yeah.
But other than that, I don't want to rebuild with volunteers either, because my locals need the work. My neighbors need work. They're going to do the best job. And then they just come in and check in, and I give them the next project to go to. And we're checking them off the list, because I buy the materials. I pay them. It's easy peasy.
Well, and the cool part about that is the funds you do raise for this are being used to rebuild the community, but also those funds are staying in the community because you're buying the material local, you're paying local help, local skilled labor, like you just said. So all that it's all affecting Yancey County right there. It's all staying in the same place. So, and that's phenomenal. It's not being spent in other states or other cities or whatever. It's not going anywhere else.
That's right. It's getting us back on our feet, because so many people, especially locally, so many immediately responded. Our entire community responded. People were without work for weeks, sometimes months, trying to help people get going again. And so everybody had an economical impact, especially our local businesses, especially our small shops. Everybody's struggling here because, of course, now it's like we're in a weird, travel is down. So people, it's not that they don't want to come see us, but travel's hard where they're at. So we don't have people coming and touring, tourism, stuff like that. Thank you, Patrick.
P7's good people. He's one of our dirty dozen kind of. He's always down to be around. He goes, travels. And he's one of the good guys. As is everybody in the crowd. I'm just pointing him out because we love Patrick. Just like Julie Dorn over there. her and But
I get to see Julie soon. There's an event which I can't see the crowd, so I'm just talking to you. But it's like a Coastal Carolina preparedness community.
Oh,
and I get to go see them soon. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have to worry about a hurricane blowing their house away. They got to worry about the ocean just washing it away. From what I've been seeing on their houses are just falling into the damn ocean over there.
After living through what we've lived through, I just can't imagine. But everybody says the hurricane that hit here was 1,000 times worse, than in the coast, because we had hundreds of landslides. The water just, I mean, you're talking 40 foot above flood. I mean, this was insane what happened here. But I mean, they deal with that all the time. I can imagine.
Yeah. Well, there's always the scams. I mean, that's always going to happen. But see, a hurricane hitting them mountains with all them hollers, water runs downhill, and so the flash flooding, seeing water levels that have never been seen in some of these areas before. But like in Florida, we get hurricanes, they blow across, they go away. Flooding's a different animal here. It don't wash stuff away. It can just fill up your house,
Oh, okay.
Up there, it washed everything away.
Yes.
It washed the entire communities away. And then, like you said, then you get did what?
Sorry, I'm shut my face.
No, go ahead. We're here to listen to you, not me.
No, well, you're exactly right. I was going to say all of downtown Spruce Pine on Lower Street got washed away.
Yeah.
And for those small businesses, there is no help. We've been a part of 4 small business rebuilds in downtown Spruce Pine, and we're getting ready to start our 5th.
Nice.
So a lot of what we've rebuilt has been small businesses because they don't qualify. You know what you can do after a storm destroys you as a small business? You can go borrow money. from the Small Business Administration at the state.
Yep.
And you have to put your home up for collateral. And if you're 70 years old and you just lost everything, what do? Go into debt and never retire?
Yep.
It's just wild. Yeah. It's so wild to me how destructive a storm can be for a community.
Oh, there was mention in that, and I'm just going to bring this up. I don't know if Alan Kay's lurking out there tonight or not, but he's rather fond of Nepal, and there was just a historic flash flood just came down between the Tibetan and the Nepalese border. And there was a building there sitting in this little valley, a little gorge. Wasn't very wide, but this building was probably 8 stories tall. And you could see the people running around. And then all of a sudden you see the water splashing over the top of that thing. And then you see that flood take it away. That's the same thing that was happening to you guys. Yes. Just that was on a much grander scale.
Yes.
But it's the same thing. It's a flood, because it's not the water that you worry about in a flood. It's all the debris that gets picked up and is carried away with it, because that's what tears stuff apart, So how many houses have you built now? How many are you up to?
Well, we've completed 28 full rebuilds.
Nice.
And that's like full remodels and full builds, because see, some of our projects, if we had torn them down to build them a new house, they wouldn't have been allowed to be rebuilt. Oh. So then that has to be a remodel.
Right.
But it can still be as costly as a full rebuild,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
So 28, and 7 of those are small businesses, and 3 of those are churches. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because you got to have it all. I mean, this is a community built on, having community gathering spaces and churches. I mean, churches do more than have church. They have, kids can go there for Sunday school and summer school. You've got the Alcoholic Anonymous goes to them. I mean, there's so many kids do sports, just everything. We got to have them.
Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts use churches a lot.
Yeah.
They're used in Florida. In Florida, they're used a lot for voting precinct centers.
Yes.
You go to the church to vote. They're an asset to a community, regardless. Absolutely. They can be an anchor to a community when bad stuff happens. A lot of people will look to the church, from food pantries to whatever. But that's good that you're helping rebuild churches too.
Yeah, I don't care. I'll build it all.
She's like, just send me some stuff. We'll nail it together.
Yeah, I don't care. We rebuilt 2 of my favorite small businesses that we've rebuilt. One is an old country store. Well, it was an old country store, generations old, back in Huntdale and Poplar. And the other one is the cafe in downtown Spruce Pine. And so they always, tell me, I wouldn't have been able to do this without you. And I said, well, what, you think I'm going to go without for the gas station? I say, well, you think I'm going to go without my snacks? And he also carries our favorite accessories. What do you think? I'm not going to have my accessories?
That's right. That's
and
right.
Same for DT's Cafe. I say, what, you think I'm going to go without a Calamity, without my favorite breakfast sandwich? No.
That's awesome. I'm trying to think of when did you start the actual nonprofit? I'm trying to remember the date. That's what I'm trying to pull out of my brain.
At the beginning of December is when we were
okay.
officially approved. We did not know we were officially approved until in January, though. So January of 25. But we were bona fide nonprofit for a month and didn't even know.
Really?
No.
All right.
Yeah. But because it took a couple months, because this was not what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get people supplies, food. Well, then I was like, oh, you need build materials and tools. And then God sent doors and just all this crazy miracles were happening. So I just kept evolving, just getting them what they needed, getting my neighbors what they need to be okay again, to rebuild. And it has just evolved. Scammers showed up and they were scamming. That's why I ended up building myself. Well, I hire licensed contractors. So I have the most fabulous general contractor ever, and he manages my full rebuilds. So.
Well, that's good. If you've got a general contractor on, that takes some of the burden off of you. And you need a general contractor anyway,
exactly.
to do it
The
right.
thing is, in the North Carolina, you can build with the general contractor or the homeowner can pull the permit. The difference is the general contractor is responsible, his general liability, his workman's comp, all of the things that are required on my job sites, the general contractor has. When you have a homeowner pulled permit, you have no general liability, you have no workman's comp, and you can actually do whatever the heck you want to do as long as it passed the home inspector's bill of health. I mean, he passes it. But if a volunteer is on your job and they fall and they break their neck, who's responsible? The homeowner.
Yep.
The homeowner is responsible.
They are responsible.
And so like you've lost your home. We're building you a home. Now someone has fallen and got hurt on your property and now you lose your property.
Yeah.
Because they can sue you and take it away from you.
Oh, absolutely.
So I like stuff to code. I don't want to deal with any, drama. I love my contractor. He's gentle and kind and we get along great. And he just manages them when we keep going.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, I hope you can get many more of them done. And I know you didn't want to do this forever. I know you never, like you said, you never intended to do any of this. But I hope you can get many more done. But I'm also happy to see that you're getting back around to living your life, because I know for so long you were fully consumed by this.
Yeah,
like
I'm still pretty consumed.
You're still not working, right? You're not.
No, I work. I sell real estate. I actually had a lot.
You still do.
Yeah. I was last month was really good. I sold almost 2.8 million in real estate last month.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm set up for another 6 months.
Yeah, right. There you go. That's good.
But the
That's awesome.
Bad news is I did get fired twice last week.
Well, anybody that would fire you, is anybody that would fire you as a realtor.
2. You can say that about 1, Chris, but it happened twice last week. And it's just because the thing is, I'm so committed to rebuilding. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My heart and whole spirit are wrapped up in making sure people have what they need to get their lives back in order. And so I only have just a little bit to give to real estate. I just need to sell enough real estate to pay my bills. And that's what I do, And if they're complicated, I might not be the realtor. And I hate that. It's not what I want right now, but it's just the reality. I need to sell real estate. What I really need is a full-time realtor assistant. That would be great.
Yeah, that's when we do the legwork for you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And time consuming. But if you have somebody running around doing the legwork for you, then you'd be a little better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
So hopefully, God knows what he's doing, though. I'm just like, look, I'm okay for about 6 months. I ain't going to worry about it.
That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
So I know he's going to be debuted tomorrow night, but how's Tyler doing? Is he staying busy?
I think he's doing great. Yeah, he gets so much done, and then his back is terrible. So we've moved locations. So Tyler and our team has been working very hard. We have our grand opening next week in a 6,000 square foot warehouse. It's phenomenal. And so I've got my tool library, I've got tools, I've got some building materials, I've got light fixtures, plumbing fixtures, just so many things. It's incredible what we've been able to get. We've got water filters on the way. And so it's set up like a store. It's just that everything in the store is free for our neighbors that was affected in the storm. We have a small retail section. That's our merch, the shirts, the hats, the hoodies, the books.
The book.
So
that's really nice that it's like a mini Home Depot folks can walk into and be like, hey, I need a couple of these and one of those and 2 of them and you guys just hook them up.
Doorknobs, cabinet pulls. But the real thing is I want my neighbors that were most affected to have a safe place to come into and know that we care about them. What we have is theirs. It's for them. But we can also have a real conversation with them to understand their needs. And that way, once I know their needs, they're on the list. And so
Yeah.
so either I raise the money to pay for everything right away, or I'm looking for those materials. And as soon as those come in, then I hire a local to go do it. Or sometimes the homeowner can fix their own property and then they just need material. So I get them the material,
Yeah.
So it's really cool. But I just wanted the community to have a safe place, a place where they feel like, how mountain folk feel that someone needs it worse than them. And so
Yep.
now we're reaching that 2-year mark. They still haven't gotten any help from the state, the feds, the insurance, the this, the that. So many people said they were going to have it. I'm like the last result. I'm the end of the train, and I don't want anybody to fall through my crack. The hands, you know what I mean? I don't want them to fall through the cracks.
Yeah.
I want
Well,
to be able to give them.
like you said about mountain folk, they're the first ones to offer help and the last ones to ask for it.
That's exactly right. They are 100%.
They are hard-headed.
I love them. But
they are hard-headed. They will
hard workers. They don't want to take from anybody. That's why people leave their houses unlocked and their cars unlocked. And that's why they weren't prepared when our bubble was burst and all of America came to help us. What they weren't prepared for was the bad folks that came too. So these scammers and these con artists, they're having a heyday.
Oh, yeah.
Because here, people don't behave like that.
No, they don't. And there was, and looking back in those early days when how should we phrase it? When the ruffians came to town, we're not going to dwell on them because that's all in the book for you guys to read. But those are some dark days,
Dark
days.
I mean, PTSD's crazy.
Yeah, a lot of bad stuff happened up there, and there's a lot of stuff that happened in the mountains that people don't know about, like a lot.
And that's what drives me, because I knew then, I was like, something ain't right. Why are these people acting like this? Why are they after us like this? And so I just naturally became so protective of my community that I wanted to stand in front of them and block them from being hurt like that. And it's continued. It's just a continuation of it. It's just another, a next level. Now I'm building houses.
That's right. Now you're building houses, churches.
Good houses.
That's fantastic.
And my favorite program, the favorite part, and you're going to love this. So we're partnered with Mountain Heritage High School and the construction technology program. And so the high school children are building houses for me as well.
And getting credits at school for doing it.
That's right. Yep. They're graduating about a week before high school graduation. They get their associate's degree in construction management.
Really?
Wow. Yeah, from the college. Yeah.
That's awesome. And how did you develop that partnership? I mean, how did that come around that you worked that out? Because that's pretty cool.
So it was a whole nother miracle. So in December of 2024, so just a couple months after the hurricane, this guy came to me. His name's Jim Swain, and he is the president of the Pillars organization. And the Pillars is a nonprofit that funds the construction technology program, because there is no funding for them. Nobody will give them money to build stuff. So it's all privately funded. And he said 20 years ago, God told him to build this program at this high school. So he did. He funded it. A lot of our community members funded it.
Wow.
And so it was already a program 20 years old in our local high school. So he came to me and he said, Steph, can we build you tractor sheds? Because that's when, remember, there was all this to do about build them tractor sheds because winter was coming and people were in tents.
Yeah.
And I said, well, don't y'all build houses? And he said, oh yeah, we've built 18 houses. I said, then let's build some houses. And so I started selling shirts. Well, he said, Steph, there's no money. We don't have the money to buy the materials. Of course, we'll build it for free in class, but we've got to buy the materials. And I had started selling merch. I was about a month into selling the merch. So I used my merch money to start buying the materials for them so that they could start building the first house.
That's just cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
and so they built the subfloor, the framing. And then another amazing local guy, his name's Larry, and he has a local mobile, it's called Yancey Mobile Homes. So he sells and moves mobile homes for a living. So he comes and gets it out of the high school wood shop, and because it's 16 foot wide and 40 foot long. He hauls it to the job site. We set it with the crane, and then our local contractors come and finish building it. They put the roof on, they put the porches on, and finish out the interior.
That's really cool.
It is really so cool. We're getting ready to do our third one. Is getting ready to come out of the high school.
That's awesome to involve them like that, because that also gives those kids a much greater sense of community.
Exactly.
Hey,
I'm so proud of them. Last year I gave out 4 scholarships. 2 of them, they were going into studying construction technology at a higher level of education, and 2 of them were starting their own business. And so each of them we gave $1,000 scholarship to keep them going.
That's awesome.
It was so cool. Now, but I got a better one for you. You're going to love this. So not only do we have the Cougar Carpenters, but now we have the Cougar Earth Movers. So in the program, the construction technology program is a heavy equipment operator program. So they have these amazing CAT simulators where they're learning how to run a dozer or an excavator, different pieces of equipment. And then they have a mini excavator and a little skid steer, and then a big old farm tractor with implements. And so after they get their credits from being, on the simulators, now we actually just getting ready to launch it. We got them a truck and a trailer so they can haul the equipment to the projects, our projects.
And use their equipment. And yeah.
And the kids are learning how to do it.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's teaching them even more skills, because I just had a buddy of mine. He sent me a photo a little while ago of about a 25-foot flatbed trailer that the hitch pin came out of this guy's truck, and there's a pintle hitch on the trailer, and the trailer flipped on the road and actually cut the driver's door. The guy was so lucky he lived; he didn't get hurt. But if you're loading equipment to move it to a site, that's a process all by itself. So that's a skill set the kids are learning how to properly load and secure a load, and then transport and load, and the whole thing. Like the skills, the incidental skills that fall into something like that are incredible too for these kids. And they don't, and in today's market, they're getting a more valuable education than these youngins that are going to colleges and wasting all their money. These kids are going to be coming out of high school ready to go to work for decent paying jobs too, for decent paying jobs.
Most of them, so far, I've had 4 come out of the program in the last 2 years and end up working with some of my contractors.
Oh, really? Went to work for them. That's cool. That's awesome.
Awesome. It really is. It's all community. It's just keeping it here local, keeping these kids.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, so my goal is to sell 1 million copies. I want to raise $20 million. Even if I do that and spend every penny towards cleanup and rebuilding, we'll still be cleaning and dealing with this for years to come.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And so these children will know how to do it.
Yeah. Whatever happened to the car thing? Because I remember I was trying to find you a car shredder at one point, but once I got into it a little bit deeper, I realized we didn't have the funding for that.
Yeah, no, we don't.
But whatever
I
happened,
haven't even got my curtain burner yet. So they finally started collecting metal. There's still metal in some remote places hard to get to. Like my favorite river has a big Connex sitting in it, that is hard to get to.
Yeah.
But they finally, I think that was part of some, I don't know, probably, went back to FEMA, but they did start collecting the metal and taking it to the scrapyard in Asheville when we have one here, but whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've got a few questions, and I want to make sure we put those up so people can ask you. There's old P7 himself. Basically want to know how the community fared after the media died down. Our attention span in this country is short-lived. And as soon as the cameras turn off, people stop thinking about things.
Yes. I think here our neighbors are really, everybody knows. I mean, there's always some, it's kind of weird. People are like, well, why'd you build such a big house? One of my projects has it looks from the outside big. The reality is that's the foundation. We had to build a house up that high to get them out of the floodway. You know what I mean? So there's always people thinking, some people have been hateful to projects and have said, well, I wish I'd have got a house like that. Or you sure landed in a gold of luck. Like they lost everything.
Yeah.
None of this is luck. This is determination. These families could have give up and quit. These dads could have, after losing everything you have as a man that's taking care of a family, that does something to somebody. That hurts, So most of it, I think, has been wonderful. Our sheriff is still my most favorite person in the world. I love his name is Sheriff Shane Hilliard. He is steady, doing all the right things to advocate for our community. He's traveled to DC and different places, and I'm just so proud of him. Our politicians, I don't know. I haven't seen any of them, so I don't know.
Hold on. Gotta look at something. Oh, yes. Thank you, Russ, for doing that way. I see the thing off to the side now. We're going to be giving away a copy of Steph's book tonight. So use #million. Let's get those in now because we're running late. I forgot to tell you guys that early on. #million. Start popping those in so we can do a giveaway of a free copy of Steph's book tonight. So
that would be great. I'm so excited for people to read it. It's my whole heart and soul. It's the first year. It tells you what I experienced, why I experienced it, and what I did about it.
Yeah. You didn't sit around. I know that.
Huh?
I said, you didn't sit around. I know that.
No, I got no time to sit around. But I want you to know, Chris, more than anything, how thankful I am for you and your friendship, for Russ and his friendship. Yeah. Russ is a big part of this, making this book happen. He has helped me tremendously. Our mutual friend, DJ Cooper.
Yep.
And, of course, Franklin Horton. The four of y'all made yourselves available to me for the last 2 years. So I could say, help me, or what do I do, or what about this? And I just want you to know that's a miracle to me because it's something I didn't have to sit down and learn it. I just had to pour my heart into words. And then, they put them together and you have me on your podcast. These are the things. This is why I think our preparedness community is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah. And it's a big community, it's the big tent. Because we're not all in Burnsville, North Carolina. We're all over the place, but yet we still come together. And it's not even just here. I sent money this afternoon to somebody in South Africa who needed some cash to pick up some equipment to deal with what they deal with. So just because you can't be there hands on a lot of the time, there's still stuff you can do. Like I didn't get up there to help physically, manually when after the hurricane. But I ran a bunch of stuff from down here.
You ran a bunch of stuff, and you saved us. Look, that day, I'll never forget the day I called you, and I said, who are these people, and what do I do? Because I didn't know who to call. Yeah. And I called you, and you immediately gave me a report. You knew exactly what, and you were like, Steph, this is serious, and this is what you've got to do, and you were on it. And I'm so thankful for that because I feel like had I not called you, we would have sat in and dealt with some really serious complications longer.
Oh, you would have.
Because you answered, because you said, no, this is serious. You're exactly right. Get them out of there. I was able to get the sheriff involved, and it just made it you and Roy Dorn. Y'all both said the exact same thing. And I believe that saved my community. It saved them from further harm.
Yeah.
Because it got bad people out of the community.
Yeah, and you probably didn't know it at the time, but I had another group that I was helping up there too that were, I don't want to out them. They're on the federal payroll, but they were off the reservation. I'll just put it that way.
Well, they had to be because everything was stand down orders.
Yeah. They were told no, but then they were told they could go on vacation, so they went on vacation.
Exactly. And that's
And
the people that help.
those guys were looking out for you.
Yeah.
In particular, they're watching out.
Thank you.
Because I put the word to them, I'm like, hey, keep an eye on this spot, as often
Yeah,
as
because
you
she's
can.
the crazy one. She'll fight anybody. She don't care.
I'm like, she will. She'll fight any damn body. She don't care how big they are.
She don't care how big they are. She don't care that they got an AR-15 strapped to their chest. She don't care that they're wearing body armor. All she's got on her is a pair of boots and a knife, and you don't understand.
Yeah, what you're about to get into. You don't even want to do that. You don't even want to try to mess with that.
Expecting me. People weren't expecting me, and that's okay.
No.
I mean, surprises come in all size packages,
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So here's one more question. Karen asking, how many houses that weren't full remodels have you helped with?
I would say the full rebuilds, we are at our 28 completed, 7 of the businesses and churches plus 3, 10. So probably, I think only 4 have been full remodels. The rest have been full rebuilds. Like 34.
Have you been able to help people that didn't even necessarily need a full remodel? Like they just needed some assistance. They needed, a roof or a
foundation, a culvert, a new septic, a new well. I mean, we have done every phase of construction. Some people just need this. Some people just need that. So we've completed 301 projects, but just 28 of them were full rebuilds. And I have 15 full rebuilds in progress right now. And I have 25 full rebuilds waiting to get started.
Wow.
So that's why this is so important, because I need $9,820,000.
Not like you know exactly how much you need, but that's a pretty round number.
Yeah, that's what I need.
9 million.
And I'm going to get it. Yeah. And we're going to do it because it's working. I mean, that's the cool part is it's working. This system works. And so now we're almost 2 years old. I'm having my financial audit is in the middle of September. And so I'm hiring all that to be done because I'm 2 years old. Here's how I raised money. Here's how I spent the money. Please help me, So I'm pretty excited about that. Everybody's like, why do you get excited about an audit? And I'm like, because I raised that money and I spent that money exactly right. And I want you to see it. I want to be so transparent.
Let everybody see it. That way they know that every penny that came in went exactly where I said it went,
Exactly. And I'm excited about it, because I'm looking at all these other, like some of these big, this is kind of sassy, but some of these big organizations come in here for disaster recovery. You know what they're doing? They're expanding their real estate portfolio. They're buying these huge properties for their headquarters to house volunteers. They're spending millions on that. And I'm like, well, if you would just spend millions building, we would have everybody home. But no, they got to have a big facility in Burnsville, a big facility in Spruce Pine, a big facility in Marion. They've spent probably $3 million buying buildings and dirt.
And they swung the first hammer yet.
Yeah. Well, they're with volunteers, and I like volunteers. I'm thankful. But put it like this. I talked to a girl down in New Orleans, and she said 20 years later, every hurricane house from Katrina has been condemned. Every neighborhood they built is in a lawsuit. It's no good. You can't build this way. We can't. I don't want my county to be full of hurricane houses.
No. Because I've heard about the same thing. Because once the feds get involved, then it's just, to them, it's just numbers. It's just dollars and cents. And what's the federal government famous for? The lowest bidder. And then that's what you get. People are going there and slap it up as fast as they can to get the hell out of there and take the money and leave, because that's what they're looking to do. You're looking to take the money and invest it into the community and stay there, because I know you're not leaving.
I'm not going anywhere.
That's your home. You ain't going nowhere.
I ain't going nowhere. I love it here so much. And it's the people, it's the nature, it's the way people treat each other. What you have to remember is I lived here for 14 years before the storm. And what happened to me in that time is I was living my best life. I was raising my kid. I was, Tyler and I we're working together. We were camping locally. We were just living our best simple mountain life here. And so I feel like I've already had my blessing. I raised my family here. We've had the experience. We had an incredible time raising our kid. And I want other people to have that. Every people deserve that. They deserve the mountains back. Most importantly, I don't want this storm to, determine who we are, like to define us. I don't want the storm to define this area. I want how we rebuild to define us.
Right. Yeah.
And that's
are you a bit of a celebrity around town now? Does everybody know your name? Everybody know who you are?
No, I don't think so.
Wandering around? No?
I don't think so. So, I mean, it is hard to go to the grocery store sometimes. But I don't care. I just want people to know that I'm here. They matter to me. And if they need help from storm damage, I want to help them. Please call me Monday through Thursday, 10 to 4.
There you go. I'm always available Monday through Thursday, 10 to 4.
Yeah, that would be great. That's when I'm focused, because you're right. I have had to take my life back. I've had to say, I have to set parameters so that I can still have time with my husband, time with my daughter, real estate time. And then in the summer, particularly me time, because, I got to be in the river. Now I cannot get in the tow.
You can't get out.
Yeah, I've been all up in the South Toe.
Okay. Yeah. I know you and your tube. I know you're going to be out there.
It's been a paddle board. So it's 3 years ago I converted to a paddle board. And you want to talk about the best ride of your life in the river? It's a paddle board. I don't stand up. You'll die if you stand up. You hit your head on a rock. But you just sit and paddle. It's magic.
Well, Mel would like hearing that because Mel loves paddle boards. So the next time we're up that way, she's going to want to paddle board to South Toe with you.
Well, come on. We got about 3 weeks left.
I don't know if we'll make it for that or not right now. I got a contract I'm trying to finish up in the next month that we're running up against the clock on. Whoops, sorry, Russ.
So proud of you.
Double clicking. We're double clicking. So don't forget, guys, #millions. We're going to do this drawing here pretty quick. If you haven't got that out, do it so you can get in on a free copy.
Yes.
Yeah. So when will you be moved into the new building?
We're in it. This is the first podcast I filmed in my new podcast room.
Oh, okay. So you're in the new building. All right.
We're in it. We are in it. Our grand opening is this upcoming Wednesday at noon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So we're all getting a sneak peek. We're all getting a sneak peek then. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I think it's going to blow people's socks off. This is something I've been working really hard on. I've been dreaming about it for months. But we finally, it just all worked out. And this space is exactly where we're supposed to be.
Come a long way from Rose's parking lot and those tractor trailers full of all them old clothes that everybody.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about old donated clothes?
No, we do not. I have such PTSD.
I've never seen so much clothes in all my life just heaped up and piled up, and it's crazy. And that's it. You didn't know this at the time, and I wasn't aware of it either. But you could have sold that stuff. There were brokers that would have bought that from you. Really? And they would have sent it to Pakistan or Bangladesh or somewhere like that. But there's brokers out there that would buy stuff like that and ship it all over the world to third world places, and you'd have made money on it. So remember that.
Then I could have built more houses. Yeah, now I know.
Yeah.
We'll add that to the book.
You sure as hell had plenty of clothes to give away.
7 18-wheelers, 7 53-foot 18-wheelers.
Stuffed to the brim.
Full.
Yeah.
Oh,
so much stuff. That's you've come a long way since then. That's come a real long way. And I'm
But
so
not,
happy for
not
you
far
too.
enough. You know, like I just keep seeing the things I want to do, you know, and so that's why I'm
Yeah.
praying so hard, 1 million copies. And you just watch what I do with $20 million. You think I did a lot with 2.5 million? You wait till I got 20 to spend,
Hell
winning
yeah.
and getting stuff done. And that's what makes me excited.
Well, you said something earlier that it just stuck in my brain. You're talking about doing whatever people needed. And one of the things you said was culverts. And knowing that country up there, I imagine you have probably put down miles of culverts by now. I can imagine that you guys have put more culverts in than, because, you know, just every driveway up there's got to have one pretty much. Every driveway. So
And
I can.
huge ones. I mean, I've got the spreadsheet by my computer. So when people tell me their driveway size, I can just reference the culvert and text my buddy Michael down at Summit Building Supply what I need.
Yep.
So I already know the lengths and the widths and everything. Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
It's crazy. But it's worth it.
Imagine.
It's all worth it.
Okay, not yet, but it goes live on Friday on the 28th.
Live on Friday.
So
buy it from us directly so I can send it to you signed.
And she'll make more money to go to build more houses if you buy it directly.
It is. It's double the money. If you buy it directly from us, we make double the money.
So
almost $20 per book goes to the Hollers.
Yeah. Put that hashtag or put that QR code up again real quick, Russ, for that. So that's how, if you guys want to help out, that's the best way to help out is to order a signed copy from Steph. And that way she can sit around at night letting her hand get sore signing books.
Yeah.
Hopefully she just wear an ink pen out. I want you to just wear an ink pen out because you will make more money. And I wanted to point that out because buying through Amazon's great. She's going to make some money. But if you buy it directly from her,
on there.
Yeah, ebooks there. But if you buy the physical book from Steph directly, she makes more money. That's more money going into projects, going into homes, going into all the things she's doing. And so just bear that in mind, you know.
Yes. So
get a hold of her and buy it direct.
And gave the book to the Hollers. So all 100% of the proceeds go to Rebuilding Hollers. I don't, you know, everything goes straight to the Hollers. They're the owner of the book.
Yeah. Because you don't even take a salary from it, do you?
No.
You ain't taking a penny.
No. If I sell 20 million, you know, if I can raise $20 million, I think then maybe I've earned enough that I could pay myself a stipend, but not until then. If my payroll is going to take away from my community, I ain't doing it.
Right.
And right now it would. So I'll just sell real estate. God has sent me incredible clients that love me anyway. And we're okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, Russ, let's go ahead.
Our Jeep into the Hollers. Thank you, Karen. Jeep into the Hollers will be October the 10th in Spruce Pine. And so that's this will be our second annual Jeep into the Hollers. Yeah.
All right. And let's see. And he says, got you covered. I'll come by the warehouse and buy several copies for my family.
That'll be great, Miss Kay. Next Wednesday, we'll have snacks from DT's. And we're going to have a big old party. So come Wednesday, September 2nd at noon.
I wish we could make it up there. I would love to be there for that. But I know you're going to have an awesome time. You guys are going to have an awesome time.
I think
so. Well, Russ,
we're going to get the giveaway done because that takes just a second. Not real long because we got a crazy way we do it. Russ has to set this thing up. It's the big wheel of destiny. There it goes. We're going to spin the big wheel of destiny to see who gets the free copy. It's as random as you get. We have no input on this thing. Well, that's not.
All right, click it.
There it goes. Okay. Ryan. There you go. So Russell put his.
Ryan.
You'll get the first signed copy.
You're getting it. It's going to head your way. Just make sure you get Russ your details. Yes.
Right there.
Email
Russ at AngeryAmerican.com. And here's a question. Let's throw this up too real quick. Can I pick up my book at the grand opening?
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
You have them on hand already, so you can at the grand opening of the store?
Russ said today, because I told you he's handling all the things.
Oh, yeah.
For me and you.
Yeah.
He's an angel. They're on the way. So I was hoping they would be here tomorrow, but I think they're actually going to arrive on Friday on my birthday.
Well, there you go. That's a good birthday present.
I think
that's
so.
A good birthday present.
We launched it. It's 828. That's our area code. That's my birthday. I was like, that's perfect. So.
Yes, you, Brian.
Way to go, Brian.
Well, Steph, it's been awesome having you on here.
Thank you for spending time with me.
What you've done, we love spending time with you. You know that. What you've done has been incredible. It just goes to demonstrate when community pulls together, you don't need outside help. You just got to knuckle down and get her done, and,
That's right.
And yet it takes money, but it also takes a lot of effort. And like I said, that right after that storm, after you and Tyler cut your way down the mountain, you just took some stuff from your pantry and you drove to Rose's Park a lot and just set up a little table, said free. And look at you here, 2 years later, you're building houses and churches and putting infrastructure back into people's lives and giving people homes again. You're not building houses. I keep saying that. Saying you're building a house is one thing, but saying you're giving people a home again, that's something else. Because that's really it. You're giving people homes.
Yeah.
And these are probably people that thought they would never have them again,
100%.
Yeah. Well, you just keep doing what you're doing.
I will, I promise. Thank you for being my friend.
Always. We love you guys. I want to come up and hang out and play dominoes.
That sounds good.
And what y'all don't know about Tyler, he's going to be on tomorrow night with Steph. He is, hands down, one of the absolute funniest people you will ever meet.
Most people don't even know Tyler. All of my followers online, they've never met him. They've never had him. He is so shy, but isn't he amazing?
God, he is one. He should be doing open mic stand-ups. I mean, the guy is that good. His voices, and when we play dominoes and we get to carry it on, that is some of the most fun I can have is with you two sitting there playing bones at the kitchen table. We had so much fun doing that.
It was so much fun. I can't wait to do it again. We're absolutely going to do it. That would be great.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
Well,
and Tyler says, hey, he loves you too.
I know he does. Where do you want to direct people to? What can they go to donate if they want to donate or follow you, or what's the best way for people to find you?
Thank you. So our website is rebuildinghollers.org or .com. We have them both. And also on social media. That's where I post a lot of stuff is Rebuilding Hollers on Facebook. Mountain Fabulous on TikTok, where you can see a lot of the videos, little videos of tours and stuff. But rebuildinghollers.org, that code right there will take you right to us, and you can join along. We're always looking for sponsors, for help, for sharing. Just we can accept appreciated stock if someone wants to make a donation. So anyway, we're here to help you help us.
There you go. And we're trying to get them to help you help them. So that's what we're all about.
I love it. Thank you.
Well, Steph, thanks for being here tonight. It's been awesome talking to you. I miss you. I won't come see you.
Okay,
we'll get up there again. We'll get some of my life out of the way. My life got complicated for a little while. And hopefully it's going to slow down here a little bit. And we'll get back up here to see you. For the rest of y'all that hung out tonight, thanks for hanging out, everybody. Brian, congrats on winning the book. And you guys know the drill. Be good at it, or be good at it.
That's right. And one is none and two is one.
And 3 is for me and 4 is just one more, Steph.
That's right.
We'll catch y'all in the next one.